She hunted me down. After 2 years, but what I showed her left her speechless. I never imagined a single person could cause so much chaos in your life and then be shocked when you finally reclaim it. Her name is Samantha. We were married for 5 years. At first, everything seemed normal, maybe even perfect. We had a home, routines, friends, and what I believed was love. But slowly, cracks began to appear. Late nights at work, secretive phone calls, and little excuses that didn't add up. Then came the betrayal. I found messages, flirty, inappropriate, undeniable. She had been seeing someone else for months. I confronted her, and instead of remorse, I was met with defensiveness and excuses. The pain of betrayal was overwhelming, but the humiliation cut even deeper. After weeks of anguish and sleepless nights, I made a choice. I walked away. Not angrily, not desperately, but deliberately. I left everything behind. Our home, our social circle, even the routine that had tied me to her. I vanished. I didn't answer calls or texts. I changed my number, relocated to a new city, and rebuilt my life from scratch. For 2 years, I focused on myself, my career, my health, my happiness. Slowly, I found peace. Slowly, I found strength. Slowly, I became someone I could respect again. And then she found me. It started with a message on social media, tentative, almost cautious. "Can we meet? I need to talk." I was calm. I didn't panic. I didn't jump. I knew exactly who she was and what she had done. I replied, agreeing to meet at a neutral location, a small cafe downtown. When Samantha arrived, I almost didn't recognize her. The confident, flippant woman who had betrayed me was replaced by someone tense, nervous, and clearly uncomfortable. She had expected a reaction, anger, desperation, maybe tears. But I was composed. I was calm. I was in control. She started speaking immediately, her voice trembling. I made a mistake. I was wrong. I shouldn't have." I stopped her with a gesture. I didn't need apologies. I didn't need excuses. What I needed was clarity. What I wanted was to show her that the life she tried to destroy had moved forward without her. And then I did. I showed her my life. I didn't boast. I didn't brag. I simply allowed her to see the changes. A new home filled with warmth, success in my career that she had doubted, friends who genuinely respected me, and a sense of peace and dignity she hadn't seen in years. Her face changed. The smirk of arrogance faded. The confidence of betrayal vanished. She didn't expect to see someone thriving after being discarded. She didn't expect to see strength born from pain, independence forged from betrayal. She didn't expect me to be untouchable, not in anger, not in heartbreak, but in quiet resilience. I didn't know," she whispered, unable to finish the sentence. Words failed her because actions spoke louder than any apology ever could. I smiled faintly, calmly, and said, "2 years ago, I lost someone who didn't value me. Today, I found myself, and that's something you can't take away." We parted that day without drama, without confrontation. She had hunted me down, expecting to reclaim control, to manipulate, to make me feel guilt. Instead, she met clarity, dignity, and strength. Things she hadn't anticipated, and things she could never take from me. Betrayal teaches harsh lessons. It teaches that sometimes the best revenge isn't anger, it isn't words, it isn't chasing someone back. It's thriving, moving forward, and living a life that speaks louder than anything you could ever say. Samantha's surprise was the result of her underestimating me. She believed that betrayal and heartbreak would define me, but she was wrong. 2 years of growth, reflection, and rebuilding had forged a version of me she had never imagined. And that silence, that calm, that undeniable strength left her speechless. In the end, the lesson was clear. Betrayals hurt, people disappoint, and life can be unfair. But the power to reclaim yourself, to rise above, and to thrive despite everything is always yours. And when you finally do, the ones who tried to hurt you realize that you are untouchable, not because of revenge, but because of the quiet, undeniable strength of someone who refused to let betrayal define them.